Samantha from Jessima Tutorials here, and today is a continuation of my Skinner blend tutorial that I did just the other day. Now I have two of the blends that I already made in that video that will be linked in the description below if you want to check it out. But for today I'm going to be showing you an extension of that video where I run over the two basic Skinner blend canes that you're going to want to use in a lot of your polymer clay projects. So for that you're going to need two Skinner blends. Any blend will work. I'm going to be showing a Skinner blend plug with the black and white blend, and I'm going to be showing a Skinner blend Bullseye cane with the multicolour blend. Now the one that you're probably going to end up using the most is the Skinner blend Bullseye cane, so let's start with that one. And again, just like before, you are going to need a pasta machine. You can do it by hand, but the pasta machine is going to make it a lot easier. And you're going to want to grab your blend, and you're going to take that blend and you're going to roll it out as thin as you can get it. I generally will run it out on the second thinnest setting. The thinnest setting generally will ripple the clay, and you run that through. And I find that if you run it through quickly, the ripples aren't as bad. It's not a terrible thing if it ripples a little like this. It's when you get those really compacted ripples that are a problem. But once you run it out thin like this, you're then going to roll it up into a blend. And whichever colour you want to be in the centre, that's the colour you're going to start with. So I'm going to start with the pink, and I'm going to fold over this edge here because that's all the same colour. And then you're just going to roll that up. And the thinner your clay, the better, because you're going to get a more even blend. The only thing is that thin clay can trap air bubbles a lot easier, so when you're doing this, give it a good press and maybe squish it from end to end every once in a while to press air bubbles out of the folds. And then you just continue rolling right up that blend. And again, the thinner the blend, the better. Just keep going until you roll it the whole way up. And then I'll press on the edges and then give it a good compress to squish out as much of those air bubbles as possible. I'm not trying to reduce it, I'm just getting everything to stick together. Okay, and that should do. And let me grab a tissue blade, and I'm going to cut that in half, and you'll be able to see what it looks like. And that is your Skinner blend Bullseye cane. So nice and simple, and I tend to use these a lot for mukumegane or building canes, though mukumegane works very well for it. So that's the first cane. You're going to now go over to the pasta machine again, and we're going to do a very similar thing with the other blend. Now this blend's a little bit wider, so what you want to do is you want to actually fold that like so, because the longer the blend, the better it will end up being. The same goes for the Bullseye cane, though that was already quite narrow. And I'm going to start from my thickest setting, because I had it folded, and then I'm going to go down and roll it through. Okay, and it's okay if it does that. And there you go, you've got a nice long blend. Then you're going to take that, and again you can start from any end you want. I'm going to start from the black, and instead of rolling it, you're actually going to fold it over itself. So you're going to fold back and forth up the blend, and ideally it wouldn't have done what it did in the pasta machine there, where it kind of angled itself over, but I am going to show that it's not a deal breaker. What I will do now is I'm just going to trim that, because that's going to be some extra clay, and that's basically black, so that can go back in to my black packet. And then this one takes a little bit more time, and you're just going to keep folding back and forth, and that will compact the blend down into a cube that often also gets used in mukumegane and canes. Though I tend to not use this one as often, it's also a really good building block to know. So I'll just keep doing that until I've used up all of the clay. And there we go. Then give it a good press to compact everything down again. And there you can see how that looks. And it's a little bowed out, so I'm going to just trim up the edges that I can while keeping the clay a pure colour essentially. And then you can just go and press it into a more even rectangular shape. And that is how you create a Skinner Blend plug cane. So also quite a nice easy cane, and I'm just going to continue doing this and then I'll show you how that looks. There we go, that should do. There might be a few air bubbles in there. I generally spend a little more time compacting, but this should give you the idea. There, you can see there how it has taken that blend and it's squished it right down into a very small even shape, which can be very helpful. But yeah, those are the two basic Skinner Blend canes. And from here you can use them in a number of different things. As I have said, I have a number of videos on the channel on how to use these things, so feel free to check that out if you're looking for ideas. But yeah, from here you can make complex canes, mukumegane. There's a number of different things that you can do. But yeah, let me know if that was helpful to you, and have you tried making these canes before, or is this new to you? If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll get to them as soon as possible, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.